Hey everyone, Bright2J back with another episode of Yay Toys, and today's review is going to be on the amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man. He's the second one in the Revoltech Yamaguchi line. The first one was Deadpool. Venom has been released. I will be picking him up soon, and of course I will be reviewing him. I picked up Spider-Man actually a few weeks ago. Haven't had time to review them until now. So with that being said, let's check out this really posable figure. So this Spider-Man figure is a lot of fun to pose around. I know a lot of people hate on the Revoltech stuff because of the joints, but you gotta look past it, because this figure could pretty much pose into any Spider-Man pose you could think of. For example, let's take a look at the back of the box. You can get him in all these poses. I've done it. I mean, look at the options you got with this thing. The box looks pretty good too. I mean, they did a great job. Got a little JJ complaining on the bottom there. I think that's pretty cool that they put him. But yeah, the figure itself, I mean, Revoltech, they're known for their wacky joints, but that's because you can get the options to pose them the way it should be posed. I mean, you don't want your Spider-Man figure to be very limited, you know? I love my Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures, but they're limited. I mean, this one has limitations too, but I mean, you could tell this thing has a lot of articulation. I mean, look at the Deadpool figure. That figure had a lot of articulation. But I think Spider-Man is a little bit more, because, you know, he's Spider-Man. He has to do whatever a spider can. So yeah, let's take a look at his height real quick. Break out the measuring tape. So he stands at just over 6 inches tall, and he could actually fit into scaling with Marvel Legends. So I think that's pretty cool. And let me break out my Deadpool figure. Right. Here's the Yamaguchi Deadpool. I think they fit pretty good together. Yeah, they fit pretty good together. I mean, Deadpool has a thicker body frame, but that's also because Spider-Man is lankier. And, I mean, look at the articulation here. You got the head can go really far back. Really far down. You got side-to-side movement. The neck is also on a ball peg, or a ratchet joint, I should say. Goes back about that far, so you can get them pretty far. I mean, you get that little gap there, so you don't want to go too far back. You get the ratchet joints here. They go all the way around. Side-to-side movement. You get the ratchet joints here. You got the movement there. The hinged wrists. Right? You got pretty decent ab crunch, and it goes back pretty far. You get full-on waist articulation there, and you get the crunch right in there. You got the lower part of the waist can articulate. You got the upper leg and upper thigh cuts. He can split about that far. Back about that far. So that's really good. That's Spider-Man for me. What else? You got kicking up all the way. The ratchet jointed knees. Swivel there. Top of the boot. And of course, decent ankle articulation, which you can pivot it if you just turn the ratchet joint to get it to the way you want. So yeah, you get all that articulation with Revoltech, and that's why people complain, because the joint system but it's there for a reason. You gotta have that kind of articulation. Well, if you want that articulation, you gotta have the joints the way they are. I mean, I've seen a lot of figures with a lot of great articulation, but this particular has this much more. Why? Because of the joint system. Well, now that I've carried on about the joint system, let's take a look at the accessories that Spider-Man comes with. So the first accessory, technically, that Spider-Man comes with is this really, really nice looking artwork that's the inside of the box. Just looks all around really nicely detailed. I mean, I guess if you want to get like a picture frame and frame it, that would be a cool idea. Deadpool had a awesome artwork inside his box. I'm sure Venom's gonna have a sick looking one. So yeah, Yamaguchi, they're really hitting home runs with the artwork. I think it's really cool. So first things first, you get the articulated flight stand. This piece is not articulated, but it does come off if you don't want to use it. It's hinged here, 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 and it is swivel at the bottom. So yeah, that's really cool that they have that. The next piece up would be this little clasp, which can plug in if you did not want to use the peg hole on his back. So that's another option, and that's articulated here and here. A cool feature, this magnet. So like if you want to have him crawl up your fridge, he'll actually stick to it, and that just plugs into the back. So I like that they added that feature. Then you got the the eyes that I have on the head right now. That's one of the alternate set of eyes. Here's the package of eyes, and on the top would be the ones that he comes with as a default. Then you got the surprise look, and then the squint. He comes with the web rope that you saw in the start of the video. So that's pretty cool that you got like the lasso effect. Really nicely detailed. Then you got a set of thwipping web, which I think looks really cool. And like, I have it plugged into the hand that thwips, so it gives the effect that he's shooting the web. I think that looks really nice. As you see, he has the web rope grabbing hands. That's not the set of hands that he comes default with. That would be the wall crawling hands, which are really nicely sculpted. He comes with this extra ratchet joint, which I think is nice that they include. He comes with the little picker to pop out the eyes, so when you want to replace them. And then he comes with a pair of web shooting webs, and I think that look really cool. And then with the fist that he comes with, there's a hole on the top and this little piece here, and that plugs right in. So that looks really cool that he's like, you know, going web to web. The one gripe I have, though, you can't have the web grabbing into the thwipping, because this piece is too big, and that would have been cool to have like a longer web shot, but you can't do it. Like here, the difference is, so you see this is thinner and that's thicker. That's kind of a bummer, but you know, you do get some nice webs, and they're really nicely sculpted and painted. you win some, you lose some. Let's see. When you wanna pop the hands out, basically just unplug it, and then we'll take the hand with the web. Give you guys the idea. So like, that looks really cool. Like, it gives the effect that it's coming out of the forearm there. And then for the eyes, they're really simple to unplug. Basically, you got to take the head off like so. Then, just like Deadpool, you got the bottom part here that comes right out, and then you see that there. You would just basically take this picker and poke the eyes out, and then you'd swap them. I'm going to leave these eyes in, but I'll take pictures with the other eyes and show you. So yeah, this is Spider-Man, and I really like the figure. I think Revoltech, they're onto something with these new Marvel figures. I know there's a Spider-Gwen in the works, and there's a Wolverine coming out, and it's great that you're getting like main characters, and the fact that Spider-Gwen is coming out is pretty interesting, because she's relatively new. That it's only been, what, like 2 years since her appearance. So yeah, I mean, if you're not into Revoltech, then you're not going to want to get the Spider-Man figure, but if you could look past the joints, it's worth it. I mean, Deadpool was one of my favorite figures since October of last year. I mean, if I did a top 10 video, he'd be on it. So I think if I do one this year, Spider-Man was definitely going to be on it. The sculpt, I mean, I like the figure. I think they did a great job on the sculpt work. You know, like the spider came out nice. If my camera would focus, I'll show you better. There you go. So that looks really cool. I mean, the black wash came out really, really nice looking. Spider on the back looks good. I mean, granted, you know, granted, there's the, you know, the exposed joints that Revoltech have. Again, it's for a reason, because you gotta pose him, you know, like, he's not gonna look good vanilla posed. That's a given. You know, you got the exposed joints right here and the elongated neck, but when you pose him, you forget about it because he's a lot of fun. So, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy this figure. I definitely say buy him if you're gonna get him. You know, if you wanted to start collecting something different, he's fun. Just, you know, try something new. Revoltech, they're a unique company. Their ratchet joint system, it's for a reason, because they want you to pose your action figures. So yeah, definitely pick this figure up. He's totally worth it. I say just go for it. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, and hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit subscribe. If you have, I thank you for subscribing. You could follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BRI_2J, and the Yay Toy channel is Yay_toys on Instagram. You can, of course, find this video on InnerCityGeeks.com, as well as my Facebook page, Scream Yay Toys. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.